Hi, this is some feedback on the MathsWatch task you did when we did a inequality kind of coverall. I've just picked out 4 questions, so it should be a nice and quick one, to be honest. So hopefully you can stick around for it. I'm doing questions 1, 2, 7 and 10. If you do want me to go through any others, just drop me a message. I'll very happily do it for you. It doesn't take me too long to do. But these were the 4 questions I picked out. So let's make a start. This is question 1. So when we've got a coloured in circle, that means we're going to have inequality signs like this, because it's included, so it's equal to as well. I'm just going to make my pen a little bit thicker. So we've got numbers -4 and 3. And remember, use the letter they've given you on the number line, so use n. We need to think, so what is n? N is greater than -4, because we can have -3, -2, 1, 0, 1, 2 or 3. So n is greater than 4, so if we were to say that over here, it would look like this. Or it can look like that. Remember, if you just switch it around, make sure the open part of your inequality is facing the same letter or number. So if I was to write this in here, n is greater than or equal to, because we've got the coloured in circle. If it was open like this, it would just be like that, but it's not. And then again, we've got a coloured in circle, so it's going to be another inequality like this. Look at the numbers, 2, 1, 0. It's less than or equal to 3. So less than, smaller one facing the n, the thinner section, the closed section. Nice little trick is these always point the same direction. And actually, when you do an inequality like this for an enclosed section, they're actually always this direction every single time. That is how we write them. So you've always got there, and then these are just 2 numbers. They always look like that with the way how this is set up. So this one here, we've got the numbers -1, we've got the numbers 3, we've got the letter n. So I filled that in already. So these will generally be kind of 2 marks. You'll get your first mark really for just writing that information down. We've got an open circle. So we know our inequalities always point this direction that I've shown. And it's an open circle, so it's just an inequality like that. It's just the strictly greater than sign. It can't be -1. And then it is a closed circle, so it is a greater than or less than or equal to inequality. It's asking us to write down the integer values. So we can't have that one because it's an open circle. We can't actually become -1. We can just get close to it. 0, 1, 2, and we can have 3 because of our inequality here, which is allowing us to. So our integer values are 0, 1, 2, and 3. So that would actually be our answer. So question 7 here. Woo, that's exciting. Question 7 here again. Hopefully it doesn't do that to me again. Oh, it is. Okay. Third time. Question 7 here. I think I know what I was doing wrong. We need to say what these lines are. So we've done this ourselves. This is just a question where they've done it and they're asking us to pick out of these some multiple choice. Y is greater than or equal to 1 is one of them. So let's first of all, let's say which one this is. Remember, x equal graphs look like a line like this, look like a vertical line. They're a vertical line, and y equal graphs are a horizontal line, because the y value is always the same in these ones, and the x value is always the same in these ones up here. So this is going to be our y is greater than or equal to 1. It's pretty obvious. It's the only one that's not a slanted curve, so it's just a y or an x equals. So we're actually looking at, well, let's think about what is this line. it goes through plus 1 here. So it's going to be the line y equals to something x plus 1, because that plus 1 tells us our intercept, and it intercepts at 1. It's going to be a positive gradient. So let's find what the gradient is. So if I rub this out, the gradient's going to be 1 across and 2 up. Made a little triangle on my line, and I've gone 1 across and 2 up. So my gradient is going to be the change in y over the change in x. The change in y is how much I've gone up by, and the change in x is how much I've gone across by. So the gradient is 2. So this line is y equals 2x plus 1. We've got two options here. Could be either of them. This is where we go and test a coordinate to see which one works. So let's test a coordinate in here. I know the coordinate 1, 2 works. So we've either got it as A like this, or D like that. So let's test the coordinate 1, 2. The coordinate I've put a little dot on. So let's go over here. Let's test A. So remember, 1 is x, 2 is y. Let's test A. So instead of y, I'm going to put 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 2 lots of x, which is 1, plus 1? Is 2 less than or equal to 2 plus 1, 3? Yeah? That seems true. Let's test D. So y is 2. Is 2 greater than or equal to 2 lots of 1 plus 1? I don't need that extra bit there. Is 2 greater than or equal to 3? No. So D is wrong. A is this line here. So I can take out this line, this little symbol, and I'm going to get the correct one in there now. So now we just need to know what this line is. It's going to be something plus 4. So y equals something plus 4. Let's have a go and find our gradient. So we're going to the right one and down one. So because we're going right and down, it's going to be a negative gradient. And actually this is a gradient of 1, because 1 divided by 1 is just 1. Nothing quite looks like that, so we might have to do a bit of rearranging. And we can see these two are looking pretty similar. So if I add x to both sides, I'm going to get x plus y equals to 4. So we can see that B and E are equations. Sorry, I stopped myself because I've done that wrong. Are equations that look like kind of fighting for which one is right. It just depends which side of the line we've shaded. So let's check our coordinate of 1, 2 again, because it still works. That 1, 2 works for all three of these. So let's check our coordinate of 1, 2 and see which one of these works. So x is 1, 1 plus y is 2, 2 is greater than or equal to 4. So 3 is greater than or equal to 4. Nope. So it seems like B is wrong. Let's just double check that E is correct. X is 1, y is 2. So 1 plus 2 is less than or equal to 4. Is 3 less than or equal to 4? Yes. So E is correct. So our answer to this should be A and E. And then final question, question 10. So it's kind of like shading a region, but instead of shading a region, they wanted you to pick out all the coordinates that make this work. So it's something you haven't specifically looked at before, but it's quite intuitive. You just see all the little cross sections in the graph that fall between these. So let's plot these lines. So we're going to plot y equals 2. And that is going to be a block line because it's a greater than or equal to inequality. And that's going to be this. I'm just going to label them 1, 2, 3. So it's easier to you to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to do them all in different colours as well. So this one's going to be in blue. And I'm going to plot x plus y equals 4. So let's just go down here and make a little table of 0, 1, 2. And then we can plot some coordinates. So when x is 0, 0 plus something equals 4, 0 plus 4. When x is 1, 1 plus something equals 4. And when x is 2, 2 plus something equals 4, that will be 2. So I want to plot the coordinates 0, 4, 1, 3, and 2, 2. So 0, 4, 1, 3, and 2, 2. It's going to be a block line again. So I'm going to try my best to do this without a ruler because it takes me a bit of time to get my ruler set up and don't want to be spending that time. So there we go. And then this last one that I've covered up would say, so I'll do this in green, sorry. I'm going to change that to an equal sign because it seems a bit easier to plot it. So y equals 2x plus 2. We know it's going to cross the y-axis at 2 because of the plus 2 there. And then our gradient of 2 means when it goes 1 right, we go 2 up. Gradient just means for every time you go 1 right, how much do I go 1 up? Well, 2x, we're going to go 2 up. So 1 right, 2 up. Let's plot another coordinate. 1 right, 2 up. Let's plot another coordinate. Okay, we've got enough coordinates there. Let's get a straight line. Ooh, a wobbly line, in my case, between these. That should be straight. And then, let's see a region that works for this. So, I think I'm just going to redo that line because that's annoying me. And I'll talk over the top of it. Generally when you do this, when they make you do this, it's going to be the triangle you create. So, off the top of my head, I'm going to assume that it's this stuff in here, but let's just give it a bit of a proof that it works. So let's pick this coordinate. Let's check each line. So for the number 1 line, I'm going to check 0, 0 for all of them actually. So I'm going to check 0, 0. I'm going to check number 1. So that's y equals greater than 2. So my x is 0 and my y is 0. So is 0 greater than or equal to 2? No. So the side that I've checked my coordinate on is the side that this isn't working on. So if you were to do this individually, you'd shade the top, but when we are doing multiple, we shade the side that's wrong. So I'm going to shade this side. So this side doesn't have my answer in it. Let's check number 2, and I did that in blue. So x plus y is less than 4. So x is 0, y is 0. So is x 0 less than or equal to 4? And remember, this point is still here. Yes. So I'm going to shade the wrong side. The wrong side would be the other side. This side works down here because the 0, 0, what I checked, is in this side. So the opposite side is what's wrong. And then let's check number 3. And this is y is less than or equal to 2x plus 2. So 0, 0 again, y is 0, 2 is 0. So we're checking is 0 less than 2 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Should have put a cross by that. Oh no, should have put a tick by that, sorry. Is 0 less than 2, less than or equal to 2? Yes. So this side is correct. So this side is correct. So this side is wrong. So I'm going to shade that side of my green line. Just what I expected. We are left with this triangle in the middle. So in a nice rainbow colour, I am going to mark on my coordinates that work. Remember, these are all block lines, so you can touch the lines. So this one would work, because it's still within my triangle. It's on the lines, it's right on the lines, but it's still within it. This works, it's on the lines, but it's still within it. This works, it's still on the lines, but it's in the lines. And this one here. So we've got 4 coordinates. The coordinates would be 0, 2, which is this one here, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 2, 2, and then the one at the top here, we're going to have 1, 3. So sometimes they ask you to write the coordinates out, sometimes they just ask you to mark them on the grid, but we've done both, and that is our final answer. Okay, that's it for me today. Thank you.